Alright, I am Chloe Espedia, and this is my final presentation for IDT 3600, which is going to be over the ISTE standards for teachers. ISTE stands for International Society for Technology in Education, and what they say is effective teachers model and apply the ISTE standards for students as they design, implement, and assess learning experiences to engage students and improve learning. Effective teachers enrich professional practice, and effective teachers provide positive models for students, colleagues, and the community. All teachers should meet the following standards and performance indicators. So the first ISTE standard says, facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. Teachers use their knowledge of subject matter, teaching, and learning and technology to facilitate experiences that advance student learning, creativity, and innovation in both face-to-face and virtual environments. So my first example I chose to support this is the graphic organizer that we made, because it goes along with Substandard C, which says to promote student reflection using collaborative tools to reveal and clarify students' conceptual understanding and thinking, planning, and creative processes. And the graphic organizer allows students to creatively think about planning their information out in a way that they can understand it. Another example I chose is the comic strip that we made, and this goes along with Substandard A, which says to promote, support, and model creative and innovative thinking and inventiveness. The comic strip supports creative thinking, and it also promotes it as well. The last example I chose for the first standard is the web quest that we did, and this goes along with Substandard B, which says engage students in exploring real-world issues and in solving authentic problems using digital tools and resources. And the web quest allows students to explore different websites to find the answers to the problems that were presented in the web quest. The second ISTE standard says design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Teachers design, develop, and evaluate authentic learning experiences and assessments, incorporating contemporary tools and resources to maximize content learning in context and to develop the knowledge, skills, and attitudes identified in the standards. The first example that I chose, this is a screenshot of part of the story I made using a Web 2.0 tool called Storybird. And what Storybird does, it just allows you to make a story. And this goes along with the Substandard A, which says to design or adapt relevant learning experiences that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. And I chose Storybird because it is a digital tool that allows students to create their own learning tool or experience. The second example I chose is, this is a screenshot of the Prezi presentation that I made. And Prezi also goes along with Substandard A because it is a creative way to engage and promote student learning. The last example I chose for this is the list of interactive learning activities I chose for students. The interactive activities goes along with Substandard D, which says provide students with multiple and varied formative and summative assessments aligned with content and technology standards, and use resulting data to inform learning and teaching. And the interactive activities provide students with multiple ways to show what they have learned. And this also goes along with Substandard C, which says customize and personalize learning activities to address students' diverse learning styles, working strategies, and abilities using digital tools and resources. And the interactive activities will show those students' abilities using the technology. The third ISTE standard says model digital age work and learning. Teachers exhibit knowledge, skills, and work processes representative of of an innovative professional in a global and digital society. The first example I chose is the video that I made, and this goes along with the substandard A, which says demonstrate fluency in technology systems and the transfer of current knowledge to new technologies and situations. And I chose my video because this shows me using technology to portray and transfer information to students. The second example that I chose for this is the screencast that I made, and this goes along with substandard C, which says communicate relevant information and ideas effectively to students, parents, and peers using a variety of digital age media and formats. I chose the screencast because the screencast demonstrates information ideas in a effective way. The last example I chose, I did a screenshot of Vocaroo, which is the website that we use to make a podcast. And this goes along with substandard D, which says model and facilitate effective use of current and emerging digital tools to locate, analyze, and evaluate and use information resources to support research and learning. The podcasts are a growing and emerging tool that we use to give information. The fourth ISTE standard says promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Teachers understand local and global societal issues and responsibilities in a evolving digital culture and exhibit legal and ethical behavior in their professional practices. The first example I chose to go along with this is the ISTE standards for students. And I chose this because it perfectly goes along with substandard C, which says promote and model digital etiquette and responsible social interactions related to the use of technology and information. The ISTE standards for students outline how the student should use technology while they're in the classroom and use any type of other digital tool. The second example I chose is the lesson plan that I made, and this goes along with substandard B, which says address the diverse needs of all learners by using learner-centered strategies, providing equitable access to appropriate digital tools and resources. And I chose the lesson plan because the lesson plan plans out and addresses the needs of students so that they can effectively use digital tools to complete the assignment given. The third example I chose, this is a screenshot of the learning objectives that I have made, which also goes with substandard B. And this is because the learning objectives are learner-centered strategies that work around the digital tools that will be used in a given assignment. The last ISTE standard for teachers says engage in professional growth and leadership. Teachers continuously improve their professional practice, model lifelong learning, and exhibit leadership in their school and professional community by promoting and demonstrating the effective use of digital tools and resources. The example I have over here is the list of Web 2.0 tools that I have made, because this goes along with substandard B, which says exhibit leadership by demonstrating a vision of technology infusion, participating in shared decision-making and community building, and developing the leadership and technology skills of others. Web 2.0 tools infuse and integrate technology into the learning experience, and they allow you to create an online community between teacher and students. Another example I chose, this is a screenshot of my Weebly page, and this goes along with substandard C, which says evaluate and reflect on current research and professional practice on a regular basis to make effective use of existing and emerging digital tools and resources in support of student learning. The Weebly allowed us to regularly reflect on activities and research that we were doing in the course by using a digital tool. And my very last example is the discussion board that we have in this course also. And I thought this was a very beneficial part of our course. And it also goes along with Substandard C, and it also goes with Substandard A, which says to participate in local and global learning communities to explore creative applications of technology to improve student learning. And this allowed us to engage in a learning community to explore new and different ways to use tools by hearing others' opinions and hearing their opinions on what we had to say as well. Alright, this is the end of my final presentation for IDT 3600. Thank you for watching.